How's it going? My name is McKinnon Baxter. Welcome to the UofSO. This is lesson 109. And today I want to do sort of a back to the fundamentals kind of recap of what you want to do if you want to have a home-based business, making money online, selling either physical products or services. Now, what I teach is it's different from, all the fluff and stuff that you see out there online. Everybody's trying to promote some sort of business opportunity and that sort of thing. I don't teach that. I don't like that. I've done that in the past. I was sort of sucked into that because some influential friends kind of took me down that path. And ultimately, after comparing all that whole internet marketing world with BizOps to what I had been doing for 14 years, I just found that the money that I make doing what I do is way better, and it's just a much more comfortable business model. So I'm going to kind of revisit that today. If you went through the 90-day e-commerce challenge, a lot of this has been covered, but it's probably been a while since I've kind of, reviewed it or done a recap on it. So I wanted to do that today just because I think that it's, just some of the emails and the feedback that I get, I see that people are just kind of confused and maybe a little bit, they need to kind of hone in on what's really important. So this is, these are my thoughts that I put together for this lesson. And what I want to talk about first is that you have to understand that whether you're selling physical products or services, your consulting services, or any either your own products or other people's products, it really all starts with search. Okay, so you have to put yourself in the shoes of someone who has a need. And again, in the 90-day e-commerce challenge, I start off with this. You find a niche first, and when you find a niche that you want to work within, and basically, whether it's service or a product, you are solving a problem for people. And millions upon millions of times a day, people are searching into Google or Amazon or eBay, all of these major portals, for information or products that are going to solve their problem. Okay, people have needs, and we as internet marketers, e-commerce providers, have solutions. And that is fundamentally what this is all about. And this is what I've been able to do over the course of 14 years, selling $50 million of products online. And this is why I'm teaching this, because it is just, if you can hone in on this business model, there's no reason why you can't single-handedly, and I'm actually going to do another training video on this very soon. I've been thinking about this. Single-handedly sell $1 million worth of products and services online in a year and net yourself around 10%. So, if you want to make 6 figures working from home, from home or from anywhere, on your laptop, that's really part of what excites me so much about the business model that I have these days, is that I can do it from anywhere. Now, back in the day when I was doing $7 million a year in sales, I didn't have that much freedom because it was not a mobile laptop-based business model. Yes, I was able to travel, but I had 35 some employees back in an office that quite honestly worried me. I just had, the overhead was just too high. So I don't want that for you. What I want to teach, what I want to show people how to do, and if I have 100 people out there in the world who embrace this business model and make this their career and thank me for the rest of their lives, I would be so happy. to have made a difference like that. And I say that because, I also got sucked into, this MLM BizOp community. And they really preach that and promote that you can do that. You can make a difference in people's lives and all this. And at the end of the day, and I've talked about this before, it's largely not true. And I wanted it to be true, and I wanted to give my the people on my team tools to make it true, and I wanted to show them how to incorporate things over the internet so they could make it true, but it's largely not true. So let me get back on point here. And the point is that people have needs and they do searches. So if you have the solution, or you're creating the solution, whether it's your own products or you're using other people's products, is your solution being found when people do searches? Is your solution being found when they do searches on Google? Is your solution being found when they do searches on YouTube? Is your solution being found when they do searches on eBay or Amazon? If it's not being found, that is your first goal. Now, if you don't have the solution, you have to create the solution first. Okay? So that is step number one, and that's why in the 90-day e-commerce challenge we start off by creating a dropship website, and then we go into affiliate websites. And I've told you that I think that the proper order of things is to do an affiliate site first. Find your niche, do an affiliate site first, so that you can really become very good within that niche. You can become an expert of sorts. Then start reaching out to the manufacturers of the world who have these products. Find out who has pricing control so that you can actually compete, because as a one-man show, or maybe up to 3 people, is really what I recommend, having just yourself and a couple of assistants. You can't compete on price unless you have price protection. And I've really, I've talked about this quite a bit. MAP pricing, minimum advertised pricing. You're barking up the wrong tree, you're going down the wrong road if you think that you're going to fill up a website full of products where you don't have pricing protection. Because I guarantee you go do a search on Amazon or eBay for that same product, and someone is undercutting you. Whether it's Amazon themselves, or it's some other big store that has a different business model where they're willing to make 5% on a sale because their business model is all about getting customers and getting the email. You're going to find you're going to find other businesses that have a different business model, and they're willing to even break even or lose money on a sale of a product or service just so they can get the customer. And, Amazon actually did this for years. They didn't make money for 10 years. And then because they owned the customer base out there, then they started making money. I don't know what the latest, net profit situation is for Amazon right now, but they dominate and they own the market. So, from there they can pretty much do whatever they want. So are you the best price? You've got to be the best price one way or the other. And if you're going to have your own website and you're not just going to send people to Amazon or eBay, you have to have the best selection. Do you have authority? Are people going to come to your website and say, wow, these guys really know what they're doing. These guys really are the experts. Now, if you can't accomplish that with your own websites, then my best advice is send the traffic to Amazon or eBay or whatever website has the authority. And you can find those partnerships with all the different affiliate networks out there, like LinkShare. Okay, so if you don't have the best selection, you have to partner with the best selection. If you don't have the best price, you have to partner with the best price. But at the end of the day, people are fickle, and they want the best selection, the best price. If you don't have it, sorry, you lose. Okay. The other question that you have to think about is if you send traffic, if you do all the social media stuff that we learn about and that we've applied, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Twitter, okay, the Pinterest. If you use those social media sites to drive traffic to your own properties, are they going to trust you when they get there? And if not, you have to very quickly, because you can't send traffic directly to the other trusted marketplaces like Amazon and eBay. I think for a while on Pinterest you were able to do that and it was pretty slick, but I'm pretty sure they put the kibosh on that. So what I mean by that is you're able to click directly from a Pinterest image through an affiliate link that you had with Amazon and right to the trusted Amazon site, and then someone would buy. I don't think you can do that anymore. We used to do that, and last I checked with my assistant that kind of really manages my Pinterest stuff for me, they're not doing that anymore. So they just sort of stripped out the affiliate link. They'll still send the traffic to Amazon, but you're not going to get credit. And I'm not sure what happened there. But bottom line is, if you're sending the traffic to your site, you need to be sure that your websites, they make a very good first impression. So people will spend a little more time on the site, and they'll say, okay, I trust you. I think I trust what you're saying because you've got a lot of great information here. Bottom line is, that comes from being a content factory and creating a lot of content on your own website. So if you're not willing to do that, you have to find a way to very quickly get them to the trusted authority websites that have taken the time to do that, and that's going to be your Amazons and eBays. So are the products and services that you're selling being sold by an undisputed leader? So what I'm saying there is, do you have your affiliate websites and you're sending the traffic directly to Amazon or eBay? That's one way to go. The other is, are your own dropship products being found and sold under an undisputed leader's roof, so to speak? So again, instead of sending the traffic through your affiliate links to Amazon and eBay and having them do the deal on Amazon or eBay, are you putting your own listings into Amazon and eBay so that you're borrowing from that trusted name? Okay, now I'll be honest with you, that's where I make the most money. Okay, I make the most money right there. And that's because I've taken the time to create relationships with dropshippers because they first trusted me because I had a website that was up and running. So this, in order to get these relationships with these dropshippers, you need to have a website that they can look at and say, okay, I can see that this person is doing business and they could probably sell our stuff. Now, I recommend niche websites these days, as opposed to having a Amazon-like store where you're selling a little bit of everything. And I do have a website like that, okay? But I don't recommend that these days. I recommend having niche websites. So if you're contacting a company that sells pool tables and you want them to drop ship the pool tables, you better have at least an affiliate website, an authority website, showing them that you are in this niche already. Otherwise, the chances of them partnering with you are not really good, okay? Especially if they're a big brand. They're only going to want to work with people who are serious, and they want to see that you've already done something to demonstrate that. So that's why I say you have to start with these affiliate websites anytime you're starting a new niche. But this is a great way. You're going to sell your products in Amazon and eBay because so many people trust those companies, and they have so many searches taking place every day for everything under the sun. So that is definitely a major goal that you should have. I would not ever say just do affiliate websites, because the money can be decent there, but it's, again, you want to do a lot of different things. This would be high on the list, but you can't really do the drop shipping until you have entered that market space and you show some authority. Okay, now you can have your own websites, and you can drive traffic from YouTube and Google and Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest, but are you being found? Have you been a content factory and created that content out there in all those different social media channels to drive the traffic to your own website? And then once they get to your website, do you have the lowest price? So if you're selling, and what I'm talking about here is if you're selling retail on your own site. Okay, so that would be your big e-commerce sites. You've got to work with companies that have minimum advertised pricing. Otherwise, people are just, they're fickle. They're just going to go over to Amazon, eBay. They're going to find it for less, and then you lose. Okay? Now, ideally, I think that the perfect formula is to have a website that has both affiliate products and your own dropship products on there. So, and this is the software that is in the works. I have this software for myself, and I will provide this for you in the near future, so that you can have a site where you can do both. So you'll have total authority because you'll offer everything, every brand that's out there within that niche. Some of them you won't be able to drop ship because they don't have pricing protection, but some of them you will. And for those that you do have the protection, they'll be able to click on an add to cart button, and you'll be able to sell it on your own shopping cart. Okay, so that will allow you to always have the lowest price on every product that you're selling. Exclusivity is another thing that you can be thinking about, and that actually this also is very similar. Are these products unique, your own unique products? Do you have exclusivity? So you can do this a number of ways. You can partner with a manufacturer to create your own label on something. You can, well, in the case of, the University of Selling Online, I'm creating content, and while I haven't done it just yet, very soon I will start to create products that focus on a specific subject, okay, like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and so forth. And there will be courses. Okay, those are my unique and exclusive products. Okay, those can be sold anywhere online, and no one can undercut me, at least not on my own product. Now, they can sell something similar, but if someone wants exactly the product that I've created, and this can be a physical product or an information product. In this case, I'm talking about an information product where I'm educating. But you can create a physical product. You can work with. I've got a couple. I have a couple inventors out there that I've worked with, and I have a few products that I have exclusivity on, and that's great. I mean, you get those products in Amazon and eBay, and no one else can sell them. So you can have a nice, healthy margin, and you can sell them all day long. So that's another important thing to do. But if you're not getting your products in Amazon and eBay, and I'll close with this, and I'm sorry this has been kind of a long training video, but if you don't have your products in Amazon and eBay, you have to find a way to get that traffic. My favorite way is social media, because you just become a content factory. You create the content around your products and services using keywords that people are searching for, and then you generate free traffic. Once you get that really figured out, you can start to explore and test paid advertising. But I'm not a big fan of it because I've spent probably $5 million over the course of 14 years driving traffic to my site. And quite honestly, I wish that I had that $5 million and it didn't go to Google and other companies like that. So there you go. I hope that helps, and I will talk to you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.